Way, the creator, director of La Época, and this is my brother from another mother,
Captain Salsa.
We're so excited to be here with you, and we didn't announce that we're doing this webinar. We just wanted to do something very quick because many of our students have been asking the same questions for the last few weeks because we have a lot of festivals coming up and people are preparing, and we're teaching a lot, my friend. Sometimes we're here from 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning and we're not leaving till 11, or we're teaching online or whatever it is. We teach a lot.
This is our life.
This is our life. And we're excited to be able to share this with you. Today we're talking about the truth about salsa. Now, the main question that we get is this. Why is it that when many dancers, instructors, they begin dancing, they start dancing on 1 and 5, but then after about 15 minutes or so, they're no longer on 1 and 5, but they're on actually 8 and 4. It's very interesting, and if you go on YouTube and you watch many dancers, check for yourselves. Many dancers, some of the ones that you respect the most, and they're dancing salsa onto, they start on the 1 and the 5, they're there for about 15 seconds, and then naturally switch to the 8 and the 4. What is that?
I was examined a few years ago, and because my system of counting was 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, but I saw that is something wrong. They are not exactly on 1, not exactly on 5. Now I know this, that many dancers that follow natural with the tumbao or bass chord, especially if salsa song is so simply, so clear with the bass and tumbao, they just take this natural because they catch the end, they catch the upbeat, but this is end before the 1.
This is correct.
Many dancers know about this, that about the rhythm, means tumbao, bass and clave, and they dance to this rhythm, but they don't want to teach because they are afraid. Sorry, but they are afraid to teach because people they think that it's too difficult to teach them rhythm. But we want to share with you. This is not difficult. This is easy.
Exactly. We want to be diplomatic and positive with you. Maybe they're afraid. Maybe they just don't know. And whatever it is, just have fun. This is the most important, is have fun in your dancing or whatever it is. And whatever their reasons are, it's great. We're not here to create any drama. We're here just to educate those who want to be educated. And remember, knowledge is not something to be afraid of. It's something to embrace. But if you're not there yet, if you're not ready for it, we understand. It's not a problem. But for the many dancers who have been asking us, we just wanted to put something together for you really quickly. So we want to show you what dancers don't do, okay? I've never seen any dancers do this, and he agrees with me. We've never seen any dancers dance exactly on the 1 and the 5. You want to do this with me? We have never seen dancers dance salsa onto like this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I've never seen it. Have you seen it?
About the top of.
Yes. We're talking about instructors who are traveling at the festivals or have their own studios, and some of them are internationally known. Have you ever seen any instructors doing that? I've never seen any of these instructors doing it, and it's good because it shouldn't be danced that way, and it is great. I've also never seen any instructors, we've also never seen any instructors do this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. You don't see that. And the counting sounds strange, but a lot of students come to us and they say, my instructor taught me this. 1, 2, and we're like, okay, we have a lot of respect for other instructors. We don't talk badly about any instructors, but it's like if you're graduating from college, you have your bachelor's degree, your master's degree, and your PhD. He likes to talk about it in a different way, right? How do you like to talk about it? In your white belt, right?
I highly recommend. This is my way to teach. When I teach, I start. This is true. Start from the 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and I say, this is white belt, karate belt. Now catch the black belt, means catch the end before the 1, means catch the 8 and 4. Next is second dan, means catch the 8 end, means because I want to use the upper body. Next, I switch the basic step for this, for the catch tumbadora part, because second bar of basic step, the music is and 6 and 7. You know.
That's correct. That's correct.
This is just the level. If I say like that, if I told people are, oh, I understand. This is my first level, 1, 2, 3. Next level, catch the. This is the key for the sabor.
Exactly.
For the salsa. This is my way.
Now I feel completely okay with saying this because one of the most respected dancers in the world uses a different format. He likes to use the word puberty. He likes to say that dancers are going through puberty. So if one of these dancers can say this, then we are completely justified in our system of saying bachelor's, master's, PhD, white belt, black belt. We're just on the same level. We're just trying to be positive and trying to explain to our dancers. So let's get into the facts. We explained what dancers don't do. In fact, I've never seen. Maybe dancers do, and it's okay if you do. It's up to you. But we've never seen dancers do this. However, we mostly see the top dancers who are traveling around in the festivals, and many of them are my friends. We've seen many of them do this. They start on the 1 and the 5, and then after a while, they're switching to the 8 and the 4, and they start looking like this. How about I count, and then we'll dance, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 4, 8, 4, 8, 4, and if you look, he's stepping on the 8 and the 4. So for more clarity, it would look like this for the male dancers, right? For the leads, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 8, 4. And this is what we see most of the time. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. The only thing that we're pointing out is that if they dance like this and they don't know, maybe they don't know that they're switching, maybe they do know, maybe they're doing it on purpose.
Many times they don't know, because many times I sent to my friend, do you know that you danced the bass in tumbao? No, I still dance 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. But true is this, that because when they copy the best dancer on the world, they see this energy, means bounce. Means they catch the end. If they copy this and they follow with the natural flow with the music, they catch this. And and they catch the, if they catch the upbeat, they catch the 8 and 4.
Of course. So if you're with us, hopefully you're still with us. Again, we want to be very clear. We're being very diplomatic. We don't want to offend anybody. Okay?
Go.
It's okay. Yeah. But for me, I have to say it. We're not trying to offend anybody, but we know that some people will still be offended. Not a problem. Again, we just want to make it very clear for you, for the dancers who are asking these questions. Now we're going to play some music for you, and when you hear the bass, I'm going to count. You'll hear the bass. We're going to count on it. Again, 1, 5, 1, 5. If you dance like that, it's great. If you dance like that for the whole song, not a problem. But again, I've never once seen any of the top level dancers stay on the 1 and the 5. They do it for the first 15 seconds, and then they automatically switch to the 8 and the 4. And there's nothing wrong with it. In fact, that's what mambo is. But they don't count that, and there's a reason for that.
Okay, first, white belt. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I will try be very clear, but it is impossible. But you will see, okay?
All right. Here's a white belt. Here's the bachelor's degree. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Now I will catch the flow, the bounce.
Si tú no quieres bailar, yo sé que algo está mal contigo. Ay, este precioso guaguancó te está llamando.
2, 3,
te está llamando.
2, 3, 5, 7, and 2, 3. It's a different rhythm. It's something so unique. Now what we're doing here, this is a rumba. This is a guaguancó, so we're not hearing the son clave. I'm clapping the rumba clave, which adds this element of what he's doing. So if he's just dancing to the son clave, pa pa tikita kita kitika, pa pa tikita kita tikita ta ta, it's different. But when we're dancing to the rumba clave, there's an extra half beat, and it adds that element of dancing.
Now this is son clave.
Son clave, easy. Pa pa ki ki ka ka ka
5, 6, 7. I 1,
2, 3,
then
5,
1.
7.
1. So this is 1.
1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. 2, 3, 5, and 8. 2, 3, 5, and 8. 2, 3, 5, and 1. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. So this is son. What we just heard is son. I'm clapping the son clave, which is very straight, 2, 3, 5, and 8. But the rumba clave is 2, 3, 5, 8, 8, and it adds this element. But the congas in the other song, we're still doing the rumba. But my point is whatever the clave and congas are doing, if you're dancing salsa on 2, that 1 and the 5, I hope this answers your questions for these many dancers who are asking why, the same question, why are the dancers stepping on 1 and 5 for the first 15 seconds and then they switch to the 8 and the 4, and they're counting. And a lot of dancers are engineers. A lot of them have engineering backgrounds, and they need clarity. We've had many students here in the studio. They're engineers because we live here on the Baltic Sea. We have a lot of shipmen and Navy men, and a lot of them are engineers, and they need clarity and exactitude. And when you don't give them exactitude, they start picking apart everything you're doing. So for many dancers who have that background and they need clarity, we hope that we're giving you this clarity, which begins like this. If you're stepping on the 1 and the 5, this is great. But there is something in the music that makes people switch to the 8 and the 4. It's natural, and it's the bass. The bass clicks on and hits on the 4 and the 8, that 8 and the 4, and it vibrates through your body. You feel it, so naturally you get stuck to the and you ground at it. The congas, tudum pa tudum pa tudum kugum pa tudum pa tudum kugum 2, 3 tudum pa and 7 8 and 2, 3 tudum pa and 7 8 and. When I'm doing the congas, the 1 and the 5 are not accentuated. The 4 and the 8 are accentuated. Tum pa tu tum pa tu tum. You hear that even in the congas. In the clave, pa pa tiki ta kita tiki 8 2 3 tiki ta kita tiki 8 2 3 tiki ta kita tiki 8, which means the 8 is the most common denominator of all of these rhythms and this factor. And this is why dancers, when they're stepping on that 1, it's not really the 1, it's the 8. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's the way it should be. But dancers are counting, in my opinion, but they're counting 1, 5, 1, 5. So this confuses a lot of dancers.
Yes, because many dancers are excited during the dance. When they are excited, they count the happiness beats, means 8 beats, and 16 notes. Mm-hmm. And 2, 3, and da da ka ta ka da. And they catch naturally the bass and tumbao.
That's cool.
And maybe you have some questions. This is if you dance 1, 2, 3, it's break on 2. Of course, it's break on 2, but not down, because 2. This is upbeat, not 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. If you notice that.
So he's switching gears here. So we're in a different box here. So what he's talking about,
okay, so
it's okay. So he's switching boxes. This is a completely different element, but really quickly translating what he's saying is basically that when we're stepping, when a lot of dancers are stepping, a lot of dancers they go like this, like what he just said. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. They go down. 2, 3, 5,
And
6, 7.
There is the problem because they miss the flavor of
La cadencia.
la cadencia.
They're missing la cadencia. And it's okay.
And,
it's not a
but
problem.
during the
if
dance,
they choose that.
they catch the naturally the feeling because they forgot that they have fun and they catch the
This is good.
and if you notice, the 2 and 6 is 2, 4, 6 coming up, and if you catch this, you will understand. You must up. You must goes down and up, goes down and up. And
It's
up.
all about the balance. When you use your balance, it helps you to go up. It's a different element.
This preparation, and you will start understand that it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
That's correct.
This is 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7.
This is correct.
Say something, and I will check the comments.
All right. So again, we have the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. This is how a lot of dancers count, and there's a reason for this. It creates a universal structure for many dancers to be able to use. There is nothing wrong with it. It's great. Many, many dancers around the world use it for dancing salsa en two. I dance salsa en two. I dance power en two, which is what I prefer. I also dance en clave. Those are the two palladium styles. But salsa en two, yes, many dancers dance that, and I have also danced that. It's a pleasure to dance it. However, for me personally, when I'm dancing salsa en two, I don't feel connected to the music because I know the music, and I know the music differently than perhaps a lot of other instructors. And it's not that I know it better or worse. I just know it differently. And this is from what many instructors tell me. And it's okay. And there's many instructors who are also musicians, and they know, and they have been trained differently, and they trained with different music. Afro-Cuban music, we have different styles of Afro-Cuban music, and I grew up a little bit differently, and it doesn't mean it's better or worse. It's just I have a different foundation. And because of that, my body and my mind, my heart react differently to these different rhythms. So when I'm dancing, I'm not dancing the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, because if the music doesn't tell me to do that, I don't do it. I do what the music tells me to do. So I hope it helps you. Shamek, everything good, my friend? Great. So if you have any questions, please feel free to send us your questions. We'll be happy to ask. This is not the last webinar we're going to do. We have plenty more. Again, to be very, very clear, we want to be diplomatic. We want to be happy. For those students who are interested in knowing this and have asked those questions, this is for you. Besos. Visit laepocafilm.com and universalsalsa.xyz. Get a lot of information from me and
captainsalsa.eu, and you can find a lot of materials, video materials, over 800 video materials and courses.
This is correct. A lot of online videos. We've got a lot of classes that we do. Plus, I have a lot of documentaries, plenty of documentaries, 6 documentaries, and a lot of music for you. Besos.
Besos.
We love you. Y 1, purum, pa, ki, purum. There we go. Besos.